Hi, if you've been trying to do hypopressives and are struggling with apnea, these are some of the things you could do to try and make this a little easier. So first off, what we're trying to get a little looser and more mobile is this diaphragmatic fascial line. So things you can do is have a little feel underneath your rib cage. So these are easier to do lying down, so I'm going to show them to you lying down. And give you, just kind of a few different options. So if you have a little feel underneath your rib cage, notice, is it possible for you to get your fingertips underneath your ribs? So have a little feel, almost like you're playing the piano, from the center of the ribs, and we're moving all the way down the rib angle. And you can also take the baby finger side of your hand and see if you can do some sweeps down. And spend some time, so don't feel rushed doing this. Feel that you can take your time moving from the center of the xiphoid process all the way down the rib angle. Feeling how this feels. You can also use a myofascial ball, even a tennis ball, maybe with a little softer pressure, and you can roll the ball underneath the rib cage and have a feel how this feels. If it feels too intense for you, go softly, so you don't need to use very heavy pressure. You can also take a circle around the belly button and kind of just notice in on any places that feel like they're holding tension, and maybe you want to hold that for a moment, take a couple of breaths there before you move on. So just kind of loosening through the abdomen, focusing in on this area underneath the rib cage. So spend some time doing this, and I'd say before any practice, it can be really helpful to just mobilize this area. So that's one option as like a starting place. And then if you're struggling to feel your ribs moving, something you can do is use the Theraband. So I'm gonna lay the Theraband down, and this is quite a light resistance and long band, so like 1.5 meters. And it's one of the lighter resistance. And then I'm gonna wrap the band over my ribs, and I'm gonna hold into my opposite hands. And then getting my shoulder blades to flatten into the floor. I'm gonna take a breath, and I'm trying to feel into all areas of the band, so especially into the back of my ribs and the sides of the ribs, breathing in. And then as you exhale, a gentle pull on the band. So in through the nose, expanding the band, exhale, soften, gentle pull on the band. One more time, breathing in. Exhale, releasing air. And then holding breath, open your ribs into the band. Take a breath in and exhale, release. Great. Repeat that. I'm going to come and sit so you can maybe see this a little clearer. So feeling as you're holding onto the band that you can sense all sides of the band. So we're going to breathe into the sides and the back of the ribs. Exhale, gentle pull on the band. Again, inhale, breathing wide. And exhale, gentle pull. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, release the air. And then again, holding breath, slowly open your ribs. Take a breath in, and then exhale, release the air. Okay, great. Last one. So again, staying on your back, take your hands, and it's almost like you're giving yourself a hug. So wrap your hands around to the opposite ribs, and feel as you breathe into your hands that your ribs can expand. Exhale, allow the ribs to soften. And then take your hands to your shoulders and see, is it possible for you to take a breath without your shoulders moving? So breathing into the ribs, staying soft through the shoulders, and exhale. And then take your hands to your belly, and same thing. Is it possible for you to breathe without your hands moving on your belly? And exhale. And then come back to this kind of C shape of holding onto your rib cage, breathing sideways into your ribs. And exhale. Okay. So have a go in all those different ways. Start to feel that there's more mobility into your rib cage, and this is dramatically going to help the process of doing an apnea. And we're going to then add in all the postural elements of the poses, which again will help you in getting deeper in your apnea. Okay, take care.